All right, what is up, real life traders and YouTube stock connoisseurs? It's Robert Falco from Real Life Trading. And before we get started, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel, and then comment down below on any stocks you want reviewed next week. Obviously, the markets close on Monday, so the Monday stock review will happen on Tuesday, but I'll be happy to look at some additional stock tickers for you on that day. As far as today, Friday the 3rd, another bullish day. We did gap down, and the jobs report was not too great pre-market. You can see we did have a little downward push. We tried to actually short the SPY down here, and it was up very meagerly and then just ripped higher, so we lost pretty small on that. Again, day trading short is kind of like hedging against your long-term portfolio. Because the market looks like it just wants to go higher. So here's weekly. I do have this target in here at 491. This was a longer term target off of a fib extension from the SPX. And we'll see if we hit this by the end of the year. I'm going to sell, I'm not going to say everything, but I'm going to sell a lot of stuff if we were to hit that by the end of the year. That's, it's only another 8.5%. I mean, anything is possible. We still have about 4 months, and this market is just super strong. Here's the Qs again, closing at a brand new. This is a brand new all-time high close, right? Yep, brand new all-time high close today. Here's the week, and yeah, it's just, you know, we hit the 10 and we bounced, and it looks pretty strong. So, you know, buy dips until something changes. I think there's a little bit of RSI. Yeah, we're starting to get up there again on the quote unquote overbought. You know, if you're into that, there's still a little bit of divergence here, but shorter term, that divergence is kind of wearing off. So I'm not sure that that's going to be too much of a pressure to the downside, so to speak. IWM bounced really nicely off of this prior support, so I don't think I'm going to need to buy puts, but I got an alert down there just in case to protect that position. Otherwise, it looks like the IWM is also going to go higher. Last week was phenomenal. Look at this double bottom on the weekly. Nice doji here, so if we retest a little bit and then bounce out, totally possible for us to continue higher. We asked about Tesla pretty much all the time. Yes, you can see that, right? I do have a put sale for next Friday at 540. There was $1.05 down there today. A trader in the trading room said, "Hey, what do you think about selling a put next Friday at 540 on Tesla?" Like, there can't be over $1 down there, because, you know, it's $100 basically per contract. So we sold that early this morning, and I think today it closed. It had evaporated like almost 50%. It wasn't quite there. Monday, unless this thing, or sorry, Tuesday, because you got the long weekend, unless this thing gets absolutely shredded, I predict this will probably be like 25 cents on Monday, maybe 30 cents, and, you know, get to the point where it's not even worth keeping it open. But I figured, hey, if someone wants to throw a free $100 down there in front of me, I might as well pick it up, because again, this thing would have to drop 25% in less than a week because you have that Monday holiday. Anything can happen, but that would be a pretty substantial pullback very, very fast. And it looks like Jeremy's beard is safe, and that Tesla is going to slowly continue higher. Might retest a little bit if you're not in. You know, if you do want to try to grab a retest off of the low 700s, I think maybe we could put in a wick down in there. Otherwise, here's your long terms. It's been holding this uptrend, and it does look like a potential breakout, even with the delay of the Cybertruck till late 2022, possibly even 2023. Elon had really dropped those hints on the earnings call back over here, and then on AI day as well. But I don't think that's going to be like a ginormous moneymaker for Tesla anyways. So other than that, yeah, it's looking good. Ethereum, for those in crypto, this was one that so many were excited about, and yeah, it's looking very, very nice. So broke out a couple days ago, nice little inside candle, and having some continuation on here. I'm trying to remember where I drew that fib off of. I think it was Let me draw this fib extension real quick. I think it was down in this area. Let's see. I think it was right with this pivot to here's the impulse move with this pullback. And so running into the 1618. And yeah, I think we could get up into the 4600 area, 44 to 4600. I think that's off a little bit from some of the fib work that I was doing earlier, but just to make it quick, back of the envelope, so to speak, I do think that we could continue higher. So if you're thinking, hey, we're going to get a dip back to 2500, I think that would be like the largest dip to expect. I don't think you're going to see this back into 17 or 1800 anytime soon, unless something crazy happened with ETH 2.0, and then you probably wouldn't even want it anyways. Otherwise, a lot of people are in Ethereum. I say keep holding. I think it looks really phenomenal. I'm in Ethereum. I'm buying $100 a week, and I'm not selling, as they say. Palantir. Palantir had a nice gap up on earnings. Great consolidation within this high wave candle, and is slowly breaking out. Here's the weekly. Looks to me like that's an inverted head and shoulders on the weekly. I do have a September $30 covered call, only for one lot of my shares. So I have multiple lots of shares. I think a little bit over 300 at the moment. And I would buy more on a dip. I do have one covered call at 30. It's almost worthless, so I'll probably end up buying that back pretty soon, but it has only 2 weeks on it. So I do think that Palantir is going to slowly continue higher. Their earnings were great. I don't think it's going to do like this over here when the market was, pretty much broken in January and February and everything was moon lamboing. But Palantir, stay long. It looks good. Mongo database. What a gap on Mongo today. I thought at some point this thing would fade, but it really didn't. Pretty much all day. It just it shot up immediately and then just kind of slowly grinded through 500 and had a really fantastic close. So if you're in Mongo, it looks great. I think that it would be prudent to set up some type of covered call or collar. I got to imagine there's money even up at like 600, maybe 610, or if you wanted to do like a 550, then you could probably end up paying for a protective put down here around 475 or something like that to lock in gains. I definitely think that's prudent. But Mongo database, I mean, if you bought off this blue line, it has just been absolutely fantastic. Looks like a little bit of an inverted head and shoulders down in this area. Once it broke back through that 200 on the last earnings, you can see big trap there. And then this earnings, they blew it away. Huge volume. It was strong all day. I would expect some type of inside candles and then probably continuation higher just because there was like no selling today. So it looks like it wants to go higher. We go over to Moderna. Nice pullback here on mRNA. And it does look like this one double bottomed. So it did hit some support. Again, I know it's thin over here, but it did hit some support and looks like it is bouncing. Many bullish days in a row. Here's your weekly. Now, this could be just a little weekly flag pattern here. We closed back above this high wave and this inside weak bear candle. So Moderna looks long to me, and it did consolidate for a few weeks, so it could definitely just cruise higher. So I would be a dip buyer, down into like 403, maybe 407. And then you can obviously put a stop somewhere down in here. Otherwise, if it did come down to 50, that'd be great. But it looks like it's going to go higher at this time. If we go over to Airbnb, I am in a position on Airbnb, only a half of a position for a swing trade. If it doesn't come down here next week at any point, I'll probably cancel this second half and then like redeploy it on a smaller dip and then move my stop up below this ginormous bullish candle with phenomenal volume. But otherwise, I'm cool if we do pull back, hit this, and then try to bounce out of here. It does look like it's probably on a weekly chart. Yeah, you can see nice double bottom, neckline retest down into here, and continuation higher. So they had some good press with them housing some Afghan refugees and people are traveling again. Holiday season are coming up. Labor Day this weekend. I think Airbnb is it's coming into the right season for them, and it looks like the chart is starting to bottom. You could maybe even call this a little bit of a cup and handle, but a better double bottom on the weekly, or this longer term daily one down here. So I'm long on Airbnb. Obviously, you can see where my entries are and the stop. And yeah, overall, market's looking pretty darn good. Again, anything can happen. There could be some black swan event that comes and takes us off course. But as for right now, any dips are getting just absolutely bought up. We haven't hit the 100 in a long time, literally like November of last year, October, November. As soon as that vaccine gap happened, it was off to the races. At some point, when we do come down to the 100, I think it'll happen fast. It'll be like three, maybe 4 days, just boom, boom, boom. And I think we'll be into the 100 and then bounce. And then people say, oh, well, I didn't buy the dip because I was scared. This was the top of the market, all that stuff. I mean, unless something really changes and, we get some crazy variant or, something like that. But who knows? Who knows what those black swans are? Other than that, it looks long. So that's all I got for you. Love life, live life, trade it. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you want us to review next. And thanks so much. Enjoy the Labor Day weekend.